A show about a young boy named K.O, who's training to be a hero just like his friends by working daily at a place called Lakewood Plaza Turbo. This is my review of OK K.O, Let's Be Heroes. But before we talk about the actual show itself, let's kick it back to where it all started with the animated rejected pilot, Lakewood Plaza Turbo. A cartoon short created by the legendary Ian Jones-Quartey is about, oh my god, is that Aang from Avatar The Last Airbender? Oh sorry, I was getting off topic. Anyway, the short mainly focuses on K.O, the new member of the Lakewood Plaza Bodega, and now he's introduced their evil enemy Lord Boxmore, and now he must stop this evil graffiti wiener that works for Lord Boxmore, and stop them from messing with the plaza. Personally, I really enjoyed the short. I didn't think it was overall perfect, but it certainly wasn't bad either. I thought there were plenty of anime and video game references that adults and fans could get. I thought the characters were likable, and I thought that the animation was pretty decent, although I thought it could have been better. I mean, I'm not saying it was bad or anything, I'm certainly not saying that, but I thought it could have been improved. I mean, I guess some of the facial designs were a bit cheap and bland, and yeah, I thought some of the backgrounds were limited in color. But other than that, I guess the short in its entirety was pretty fantastic. This was originally part of Cartoon Network's 2013 Summer Shorts program and was released along with the pilots for Steven Universe and Clarence, and I'm surprised out of all the shorts that they had to offer, they didn't choose this one. I mean, I'm glad that they greenlit Steven Universe because that became a very successful show with a humongous fan base, but out of all the shorts that they had to offer, I'm surprised they didn't pick up this one for a full series. I thought it was the best out of all of them, but at least it was greenlit later on, I guess. So after 2 years of Cartoon Network fans asking, oh my god, what's wrong with you Cartoon Network? I want OK K.O already, I'm so tired of Teen Titans Go, I want OK K.O as a series, I don't want any more Teen Titans Go. What the hell's wrong with you Cartoon Network? They decided to test run the series by adding a mobile game that's available for iOS and Android, and they even added some online shorts that are available to view on Cartoon Network's YouTube app. Some of them have weak animation, but they make up for it from some pretty solid jokes.
Great form.
Thank you, Tiny Sensei.
And now we finally get to the part that you've all been waiting for, and also the only reason that you put your goddamn dirty fingernails on your keyboard to click on this video. The review of the actual show. So OK K.O, Let's Be Heroes is an American animated comedy action series created by Ian Jones-Quartey for Cartoon Network. I was honestly very anticipated for this show when I first heard it was finally greenlit, specifically for two reasons. Reason number one, because a lot of great shows like Adventure Time and possibly Steven Universe are coming to an end soon. And reason number two, because, well, we haven't had that many great shows lately. But on the other hand, I can definitely say that OK K.O, Let's Be Heroes is not an exception to this. OK K.O, Let's Be Heroes is actually a good show. I mean, it's not flawless, but I can definitely say it's a step in the right direction for Cartoon Network. Now let's start off by critiquing the intro. Overall, I have mixed thoughts on it. I appreciate how the colors are very vibrant, and I love how it's inspired by anime music. Because even if you don't watch anime, you can still tell it's inspired by it. But besides that, I feel like the action sequences in the intro are a bit too fast-paced and are hard to comprehend sometimes. But other than that, I still enjoy it okay. The series is definitely nowhere as extreme and edgy as the pilot was, but it still works. Animation-wise, is the series better than the pilot? Well, yes and no. Yes, because I think that the backgrounds are much more detailed, and no, because I feel like the character designs aren't as well drawn and well traced as the pilot was. With that said, I still prefer the animation in the series over the original short. Now let's quickly go over the characters. We have K.O, who's the optimistic lead who's willing to help anyone and sees the bright side in them. Enid, the girl that demonstrates girl power and doesn't like to be bothered by anyone unless it's an emergency. Radicles, the hotshot that pretends he's the coolest person ever when he's really not perfect on the inside. Mr. Gar, the owner of Lakewood Plaza, and supposedly God because he came down from the heavens to create the setting that the show centers around. Carol, K.O.'s mother, and also Mr. Gar's weakness because whenever she shows up in front of him, he always goes into panic mode like he's about to get stabbed in the heart. Lord Boxmore, their evil arch-enemy, and also owns a factory right across the street from them and can't spend a single day without attacking the plaza. And also there's a few side characters like Real Magical Skeleton and Brandon the Bear, but who cares about them? They don't even get much focus. Honestly, this show reminds me of two other shows that I personally adore, SpongeBob and Gravity Falls. Why SpongeBob? Well, I guess it's because of the optimistic lead and Radicles' design is a lot like Squidward's. And also, Lord Boxmore's and Mr. Gar's rivalry is pretty similar to Plankton's and Mr. Krabs in SpongeBob too. And Gravity Falls because K.O. reminds me of Dipper because of his blue vest and brown hair. And Wendy reminds me of Enid because they're both strong women that work at the front counter at their jobs and at the same time don't like them. And again, the rivalry between Grunkle Stan and Gideon kind of reminds me of the rivalry between Mr. Gar and Lord Boxmore. I think this show can not only have potential as a comedy in the future, but also a show with story arcs. For example, remember that sandwich flashback that shows up in the show often? What happened during that incident? What caused Carol and Mr. Gar to stay miles away from each other for the next 11 years? What made that sandwich fall on the ground in the first place? And what happened to K.O.'s dad? They mentioned he had a dad in the episode My Dad Can Beat Up Your Dad, but they never revealed what happened to him. And where does Mr. Gar go when he always leaves the plaza? It's revealed that he goes on a top secret mission whenever he leaves, but what kind of missions does he go on? Is this something that Mr. Gar doesn't want anyone to know about? Only time will tell. Honestly, I knew this show was gonna be good from the start, because after all, it is created by Ian Jones-Quartey, who's worked on some amazing Cartoon Network shows before like Adventure Time and Steven Universe, and is currently in a relationship with the creator Rebecca Sugar as of right now, and has been for the last 8 years. And also a fun fact is that Rebecca actually performs the closing theme to the show. So I definitely recommend this show to you guys, and I definitely think it's a step up for the network. Well, at least in terms of quality, because in terms of ratings, let's be honest, it's not doing too well in that department. Anyway, let's just all pray that the show gets some spotlight from CN right now and stops getting pushed aside by other shows on the network.